Hey, Grandma Gigi. Hey, Boo. Hey, doll. How are you? I'm so out of the algorithm, girl. It's going to take a minute for people to come on. I didn't realize the longer you are off of YouTube, the further out of the algorithm you are. I mean, it's okay because I'm really not stressing about it, but that be the facts. I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. I've been really busy. You know, me and John are house hunting. And, along with that comes a lot of stuff you have to do. So we've been doing like a lot of running around. But I'm good, girl. You know God got me, honey. You know He do. I know. I got to get motivated to get back in the algorithm, honey. That's the thing. You guys kept me coming because I wanted to check in, and that's basically what I'm doing today. I'm just checking in. Um, I'm just so far removed from the drama. Drama just they say it does sell, but it don't sell me. I laugh at some things like Marjorie's live. I came in and it cracked me up. She said something and it was so funny. I was like, oh my God, that sounds like an Aries. A true Aries would say that. Hey, Caesar. Amates, hi. You see how dark it is in my room? Um, Gwen, it's like the lighting is so bad. I was going to come earlier, but like I said, we had to do some running around, and I was like, oh my God. Like I said, I wasn't even going to come, but I said, no, honey, come live. It's the first of the month. I did so terrible, monetary wise, money wise. I was like, oh, April, you got to do better, boo. My motivation. What's my motivation, Gwen? I don't know. It's okay. It really is. It's okay because um, I got peace, everything I want, everything I need, a lot of what I want. You know, Life shows up, things come down the pike, you just deal with it. The most important thing that I can say is trust God in everything. Trusting God in everything. Once you put that total trust in God, you will get the peace. There'll come times when the anxiety or the stress will come, but you remind yourself because your body is human and it's going to respond to certain things. But you get right back into spirit mode and then you be good. You feel me, boo? Yeah, Grandma Gigi said, welcome, Caesar. Subscribe to the channel. Girl, I got so much to drink over here. I got water. Johnny talked me into getting one of these. I never drink these. Johnny said, get you a Red Bull, baby. I said, okay. He drinks one a day. Well, not every day because I told him don't do that. I don't think they're good for you. I never drink them. It's been about 3-4 years since I've drank one of these. But today I said, let me splurge. All right, I'm going to give people time to come in. 8 people watching, 2 likes. 10 people watching, 2 likes. Hit that like button, y'all. Miss April ain't all the way gone. I don't know, Gwen. It's like, it's supposed to give you energy. It's supposed to. I don't drink them because they said that they're not good for people with high blood pressure. Tastes like I'm drinking wine. Ooh, child. I'll be right back, baby. I don't like how low my light is. I don't like that at all, girl. But Gwen, honestly, I am doing good, baby. I hope you're doing good. I hope that snow has melted. Gwen, hold it down. I'll be right back. Here I come. My bad. My bad. I probably need to start plugging into TikTok for real. Okay. I could see myself. Grandma Gigi, look, 6 people watching. That's diabolical. That is so diabolical, man. What in the world? Do you still have snow up there? Yeah, I do. I really need to start coming back live. I think I am. Um, Bush watchers say, hey, there's only 6 Bush watchers. Gwen, Gwen, this is diabolical, girl. Shoot, it's all good though. They say where 2 or more are gathered. Okay, so let's hold on to that. Good. It's taking a long time to melt though. Why is it taking so long to melt, man? You and Anthony had me cracking up the other day. I so enjoyed that conversation. I love y'all. Y'all are 2 real ones, man. Y'all don't get no more real than that. Y'all what I call my green flag people. My green flag. I'd rather have 1 or 2 green flags than a whole bunch of red flag people up in my life for real, for real. You know, that are what? How do you say it? In my corner, but they're in my corner for one reason or another. It's not so much it's a genuine thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like Candace. Candace, that sister right there, she a badass. She is I would love to meet her in person. I would love her to be a part of my tribe. She's a real one. In this day and age, Grandma Gigi, it's very rare to get a real one. And when I say real one, matter of fact, I might make that the title of my thing. And just because what I know is just because like a true friend, let me get back to saying this. I would rather have 2 real ones than 30, 50, 60, 80 that are not. You know, it has to have a motive behind it. Whether they realize whether they realize there's a motive or not. And what always happens when stuff hits the fan in life, those motives will expose themselves. I don't and listen, when I say these things, y'all, it's not that I say it to knock other people. It's just Miss April explaining who she is and why I can be okay with whatever's going on in my life. Whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Go with the flow. Like Marjanae said that, I loved how she said today, and I'm going to talk about Candace's live because I really enjoyed that live. Marjanae said, you know, when stuff comes down the pike in your life, and there are some people that will do better, go through that hard period and be better, and then there are some that get way worse. It for the lack of a better way to put it, destroys them, or they choose the road of destruction. So their life continues to be, and they become accustomed to it and very comfortable to it. You understand? No. Things show up in our life to build up character, to build up who we are. You understand, Grandma Gigi? Let me see. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, we did have a ball. Candace is the boss. She got the boss baby, and she is the boss, honey, grandma. She is such a real one. And her live made so much sense. I love how she talks about she supports who she just she's like she says, I don't like coming out here. And I can relate to that because she's not one that's going to come out here and do the back and forth. She's just not one of those people. You understand? But that live was just good. It was good. Well, hi, Bridget. Hey, boo. You still at work, girl. You be working. Still at work, however, things are slow. Do I thought I would give you a view? Thank you, sweetheart. You know I appreciate you, my love. I appreciate that. Bridget, I'm so out of the algorithm, babe, because I don't come live. I don't, you see how often I come live anymore, but I really have been focusing on things in my real life that I need to take care of and handle. It takes precedence over YouTube right now at this time. There's a season for everything, and I absolutely believe that. There's a reason and there's a season. You understand? So I do very much so look forward to Wednesday nights, the Bible study. I look forward to that immensely. Now that's what I won't miss. Like I said, the main reason I do come live at this point is just to check in and say hey to the beautiful people like Grandma Gigi. Grandma Gigi, you a real one. I appreciate you, boo. I really do. God just gave, I don't know why God gave, I could say gave you to me and vice versa, but he did. And the checking up and making sure I'm okay. That I love that. I think that's beautiful. And that's what we should do, with one another. I could do better in that area myself, because like I said, once I get caught up into doing things in my life, doing things and taking, I'm getting ready to take a trip and do all that stuff. So like I said, my focus is in other places, but I am at peace. I really am. I am at peace. I can say that. Miss April, I sent a super sticker and it was canceled and refunded. What? I don't know why, my darling. Me too, Gwen, me too. I am too. And it wasn't by accident. I don't even know how the relationship developed. It just, there's a connection. And it's a real connection. It's not just a YouTube connection, and God does that. God does that with us through the internet. That's why I said there are people, I don't ever see us falling out because it's not that type of party, Like I said, motives are everything. Let me look at that word, motives. Because motives speak volumes. What's my motive? What's my motivation? For the people I interact with. What is that? What is my motive? Is it because I'm genuinely into them? I genuinely see them. I see their beauty. I see their flaws. But I still want to be connected to them. That's amazing to me. That is amazing. Look how my room is so yellow. Jeez. And YouTube don't have no, what's this right here? Let me see. Makeup. Let me see what this does. Ooh. Oh my God. No. Hey. I don't want none of that. I'm playing with my thing. See, all these things are unnecessary to me. Nothing there. These are effects. Hold on. Let's see what the big head do. Look at the big head. Oh my God. Let's go underwater. Hold on. Ooh. These are crazy. That big head is funny. That thing knocked me out. You said no more. Girl, what the heck is this? Uh-oh, my phone about to fall. Yeah, I'm just playing with it. That was crazy. Then it just took me right off the screen. Yeah, I told you I don't mess with no Red Bull, yo. I ain't messing with no Red Bull. I am holding 6. Hold on, baby. Oh, Gwen, I did get a air purifier. It works wonders. I believe everybody should have one of those. And I'm actually going to get another one. I told John when we get our house, I'm going to invest in a couple of those because it is wonderful. It works very good. So I didn't pay a little bit of money for it either, but I did get an air purifier for my room. Hold on. Yeah. And I done drink all of this. Hold on, sweetheart. I'm looking for something. Hold your mule. And the rent office did get back to me, which is very good. Hold on, my sweetheart. I got too many windows open. Okay, this is what motive means, Grandma Gigi. A reason for doing something, especially one that is hidden or not obvious. So a lot of people have hidden agendas, motives, and reasons why they connect with other people. What does our motives mean? Your reason for doing something is your motive. Your motive to go to school every day is to learn. Or maybe the thought of your parents' anger and a run-in with the truant officer is motive enough. The word motive comes from the Latin words motivus, meaning moving, and movere means to move. Okay? What are examples of motives? Motive examples include survival needs. Listen to these. Hunger, safety, social desires, belonging, respect, power, affiliation, approval, personal growth, achievement, self-actualization, curiosity, financial gain, profit, cash incentives, emotional drives, love, avoiding punishment or anger, an ideological reason, political beliefs, making a difference. These are the underlying reasons, needs, or goals that cause someone to act in a specific way, whether it is conscious or unconsciously. That's why I said a lot of people have motives that they don't even realize. So if I'm checking myself and if I'm looking within, what is my motive? What is my motive for being a part of your life, Gwen? What would I say my motives would be? What would your motives be for uh, being a rider for Miss April? You know, so we ask ourselves those questions, and sometimes the motives, whether we know it consciously or unconscious, um, they're, I would say, a lot of times are for selfish gain, even though we don't realize that. So I think it's good that we do a self eval every now and again to check our motives for why we do what we do. Because then that just keeps us up front and center with ourselves, not necessarily to the person, you understand, but to me, most importantly. So I don't know why that word motive came to me. It didn't come to me before I started the live, but it did come while I was doing the live. What's my motivation? What's my motive? Hi, Sharon. And I have met, hi, Lord Dancer. I have met a, can you hear me? They have two. They keep the germs out and they keep you breathing good. Oh, you do hear me. Yes, yes, yes. Bridget, I had to, because I was sharing about what's going on in this building. And I got one, I purchased one, and it is really working really good. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm going to invest in getting another one. Matter of fact, the one I did get, it's not a cheap one. I said I'm not going to get if I'm going to get one, I'm going to get a good one. But I'm going to get another one. And the next one I get is going to be more expensive because it gets rid of mold and all that kind of stuff as well. Like specific air purifiers do specific things. And I think the more money you spend, the more better, higher quality they are. And when I saw one today, and I saw, like some of them remove smoke odors, pollens, dust, like that kind of stuff. So that's the one I got, the one that works with that. And the filters are expensive, but to me, it's worth it. It's by far worth it. So since we've done that, it's a lot better. My motive for you is to help you. Thank you. And Bridget, that is absolutely what I know about you. Same with Sharon Johnson. It doesn't necessarily mean that motives are bad. You know what I mean? Because it was, like I said, the things I read off. It's because sometimes a lot of times we don't even know what our motives is for being attracted to a person. You know what I mean? We'll think it's one thing and it's a whole complete different thing. And then when stuff will hit the fan in that relationship, then you see the motives. You understand? You'll see the motives for actually both parties. Hidden agendas and things like that. Now, there are some people that actually, when they have hidden agendas and motives, they know exactly what they're doing. Those are the ones that, okay, that's my real estate lady. She just texted me. Those are the ones that to be leery of. Like I said, a lot of people don't know their motives because they never thought about it. They just think they're connected, they connect to, or they're drawn to a part. We're drawn to people, but once we are drawn to that person, what drew me to them? Number one, what drew me to this person? um, what do I like about them? You understand those kind of things. And just and being honest about it. You know, I have to ask myself, nobody else. I'm not speaking for anybody else. And that's one thing I like, Bridget. You speak your mind, and you word it very, very well. You say what you say, and you mean what you say. You know, you don't beat around the bush or whatever when it comes to verbalizing. And I love that about you. I be reading your comments. I'll be like, Bridget be saying, Bridget be, she bring it, baby. She is not biting her tongue. But you bring it in a way. Thank you. Was that Lord Dance? Thank you, Lord Dancer. Well, thank you for that. Um, you know, same thing, like when me and Grandma Gigi connected, same thing with Sharon Johnson. Sharon I love Sharon. I love you all, guys. I really do. And I have met some beautiful people on YouTube. And I promise you, it is at this point that I come live to say hello to you guys, to see how you're doing, to let you guys know where I'm at in life. So, you know, more or less. And so that is what my motivation is, you know, and I always leave the live more encouraged, having encouraged someone else, those kind of things. Those are beautiful motives to me. Beautiful. You know, me and Grandma Gigi talk. We don't talk every day. We do not, because we both got lives and we both busy in our lives. But we talk, you know, we talk. And she called me the other day to check on me, and her and her honey were conversating, and we were cracking up. He's in the background, and she's like, and he's talking to me, and she's talking to me, and I'm talking to them. When I got off the phone, I felt, I was so tickled at the conversation, and how real we were. Just, it was real. It was real, like we really know each other. And it wasn't like we didn't tell each other's business. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of, like, we weren't on there pouring our souls out. We were just having good adult conversation. And it was the conversation was led by, let me check on her and see how she's doing, because I know what, you know, has been going on. I want to read this, guys, to you. I posted this before, but I really like this. I don't like it. I love it. I absolutely love this post because it is so true for me. Hold on. Okay. Green flags in people. Now, they always talk about the red flags that you see in people. We want to see, I like this because it talks about the green flags. These are green flags in people. These are the people that you want to have in your life. Absolutely. Doesn't mean you have to have a whole bunch of them. Okay? It could be one, it could be two, it could be three, it could be one. They celebrate your wins. Remember small things about you. They respect your boundaries. You feel energized after seeing them or talking to them. They listen without being defensive. They allow you to fully be yourself. That's a big one for me. They allow you to fully be yourself. When we allow a person to fully be who they are, and we still love them and accept them, even if we see their flaw, even if we see a flaw, that's That's a win situation. You couldn't ask for better than that. They listen without, no, no, no. They allow you to fully be yourself. I think that's in a marriage that is so important, that I allow John to be John and John allow April to be April. Not because so many relationships that I've had in the past, I thought I wanted them to be something that I didn't even really know what it was. You understand? And vice versa. And then you'll be what the person wants you to be and they still don't like you. Ain't that a kick in the butt? Still don't like you. You done changed and adhered to what what you think they wanted you to be, and they still don't want to be with you. Wow. Great day in the morning. That's diabolical. They make you feel safe. That's a good one. You don't have to watch what you say. What? This lady used to tell me, April, don't be so thin-skinned. We can't be thin-skinned and take nothing personal. They support your goals. Those are the green flags in people. Those are the people that I would love and I would have in my circle. Absolutely. Anybody else? I heard an old man say one time, feed them out of a long handled spoon. And we can do that today. We can feed people out of a long handled spoon. It don't mean we got to be rude. It don't mean we got to cuss them out. Where's Royalty Queen? Hey, doll. You've been on my mind, boo. I've been thinking about you, my love. You know, I like to check in. April, just keep that filter clean. And okay, baby. And you know what, Bridget? I was thinking about purchasing a backup one, like right now to have the backup one. But I am so glad that I invested. There it is, Grandma Gigi. You got it. You got it. Onward and upward. I know that's right, baby. That's the only place we can go. And that's what, when I heard some of Marjanae's live, that's what I grabbed a hold of, that there are a lot of people in life that when things show up in your life, when things show up, God works in circumstances. God moves in circumstances, okay, in our lives when things come up. Difficult things, okay? He works in our circumstances. He's always working on our behalf. Always. Always. Oh my God, always. The thing we do as, they say Christian, I say a believer in Jesus Christ, absolute believer. The thing that we do is we learn to trust him more and more and more and more and more, even in the midst of the difficulties in life. Sometimes you'll go through a difficulty for a long period of time, whether it be financial, whether it be illness, whether it be mental, whatever it is, it could be, we could go a long period. We still do not give up trusting God. Matter of fact, we learn to trust him in that you learn to walk it out. Like they say, now walk it out. Now walk it out. You got to walk it out, y'all. We got to walk it out. Period. That's what Miss April's learning to do, even still. Knowing God for a very long time in my life. Things still come up that are new to Miss April. You understand that Miss April has to practice. You feel me? The one thing that I love, and I feel so out of sync when I don't have it, is peace. And God's word promises, it says in God's word, He's the peace that surpasses all understanding. That means whatever's going on, God will give you a peace despite what's going on, despite what you see, despite what you hear, despite what you even smell. I had to throw that one in there. And then there's a message always God is speaking to me. He's not speaking to somebody. Now, somebody can give me a word, but if I'm listening for God, I should be able to hear Him speaking directly to me. And that's where I am in life. I hear God speaking to me. And the trust thing is one of our trust levels go from glory to glory to glory. You know, my trust level was down here last year. Now it's up here. You understand? Situations come to make us better, not bitter. You feel me? And I've just been in a quiet, very, very quiet. I watch a tiny little bit of YouTube, not too much. I surf the net. Like the stuff that's going on, all the stuff, it's nothing new under the sun. It's the same thing. You know, people going back and forth. It's, you know, it switches off. It takes turns. And like I said, the one live that I really, really enjoyed, thoroughly enjoyed it. The wisdom in that live, honey. Candace, how do we say her name? She don't come live often, baby. Very rarely does she come live. But when she does, she got something to say. And it's way worth listening to. Worth listening to. And that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. And I really enjoyed that live. I got a lot out of that live yesterday. It made so much sense to me, you know, about supporting people and who we want to support and staying out the mess and staying out of the drama and, you know, because that's what, and you ain't doing that in real life and that kind of stuff. I love that. And I'm like Candace, I'm a firm believer, and we're not going to do all this. I'm not doing all this with you. I'm not doing all that back and forth. You're not going to take up my air. I'm not doing it, you know. And if you're doing too much, you ain't coming here. You understand? Then that would be a problem. But anything else, like she said, I'm not I got so much stuff going on in real life, man. Real life. And you know, one time, I don't know, and I still will laugh at some things, you know, tickle me. Because, you know, people be saying, don't even realize sometimes how funny the things that they say and the way they say it. You know, you'll be listening to something and you'll be like, oh, that was funny. You know, it was actually quite funny. And it's not even necessarily something that is tearing somebody down. You understand what I'm saying? It's not saying something foul. It just be something funny. Anybody would laugh. You feel me? It ain't what they say, it's how they say it. You know, that kind of stuff. You know, so I do, let me keep it on Miss April. You know, I'll hear something and I'll chuckle. Or I'll hear something and I'll be like, wow, that's pretty much some truth, you know. But when it's all said and done, I just don't have the time anymore. I really honestly don't, y'all. We have a connection. We're definitely learning, sharing, and understanding our grandsons. I thought about that, Gwen, our grandson's journey. And I believe God put us together for that reason. And we just are going with God's flow. You understand? We are absolutely going with God's flow in that. And that's beautiful. That's so beautiful. And I'm so grateful. And I believe that we will see each other again. I believe that when the weather breaks, God willing, that we'll have a time to, you know, interact like we did the last time, but maybe a little longer, like go to lunch or something. I do believe that. Lord Dancer, thank you for the jewel things, baby. Thank you. Hi, Royalty Queen. I'm so glad to see you. Great life. However, it's time for me to get on the road. Okay, you be safe, my beautiful. And I always appreciate your input on my lives, Bridget. You give a lot of wisdom and a lot of insight when I come on here. You know, like the beat, the beats that help me immensely. I promise you, those kind of things. I listen to things like that. If it's something that's going to help me, I'm listening. Lord Dancer, Grandma Gigi said, "Thank you for your kindness." Oh, Lord Dancer said to Grandma Gigi, "Thank you for your kindness." Oh, yeah, I have to keep the germs out, and it helps keep the germs out. Yes, yes, absolutely. No more Red Bull for you. That's funny. Let me see. Let me see. Did I like that? Yeah, no, I did just like it. Hey, Marva. Hi, Marva Booker. Hey, hi, legendary darling. Hi, girl. Hi, Life of Patricia. Hey, boo. Oh, I'm so happy to see you, my darling. How are you? How have you been? I don't see you posting. Unless, are you like me? You don't come on, when you don't come on for a long time, you get out of the algorithm. Did that happen for you? Are you still posting, Patricia? Because I haven't seen you, my darling. Or you working doubles? What's going on, babe? I knew it. You making that. And Patricia, an update with me. We are looking for a house, and it takes time. And you know I know you know the whole process of everything, and this is new to me. You know what I mean? It's not so much my husband, but it's new to me. So, and I want to make sure I know exactly what's going on. We had to do so much running around today. You got to get this little thing and, fax over this and do all that. It's a lot. And then on top of looking for houses and putting in, it's very difficult. What's causing us a slow thing is because I wanted to stay on this side of town. They have some beautiful homes further out, but I just don't want to. But I think I'm going to have to broaden my horizons. And today, I came out my kitchen early this morning, and I was walking in the hallway, and I said, God, I trust you. I trust you. And every time I think of it or I'm trying to overthink, I say, nope, God, I trust you. I just keep putting one foot in front of the other and trusting God to direct us to the right place. You understand? April Ann said, you're ignoring his comment. Let me see where he is at. I, hold on. Anthony, I didn't even know you were subscribed, buddy. Where he at, Gwen? Hi, Gigi. He ain't Lord Dancer, is he? Is he under? Is he under an assumptive name? Hold on, brother. Brother from another mother. Hold on. Maybe because I had the issue with Apple the last time. This is our family business, medical clinic. So I'm here. Oh, that's wonderful for inventory. And so medical supplies come on Monday. So I'm here. Go, Bridget. I love hearing that. Grandma Gigi said, me too. I'm so happy our paths crossed. I sent a super sticker and it was canceled. And then you was able to send it. Okay, where's Anthony? Caesar Amatis. Okay, I'm scrolling back down. No, it's sent by me. Oh, okay, Grandma. Hold on, I'm gonna read it, darling. Maybe it's because I had the issue with. Okay, Apple, I see what you're saying. Definitely no accident. No, it's not. Okay, I got it. Let me read it because it's all in caps. When you do that, don't forget to put the red exclamations. Anthony said, don't ignore him. What's up, brother from another mother? Brother from another mother. Hey, brother. And I didn't. I acknowledged you today. Telling Gigi, Grandma, tell him. I talked about the conversation that me, you, and him had. And the baby Jay was in that conversation. Jay so precious. Oh, he said, I love you, Miss April. I said, no, I love you more. That's my that girl, if you called me and said I needed to come, I promise you I'm coming regarding him. If I needed to come. I don't know what I would need to come for, but if it was said to come, I'm gonna be there. That's my word. I'm not playing now. Cause I feel like he's my grandson. And Royalty Queen's son is oh my God, he talks to me. Oh, I'm I'm just so over. That lets me know, listen, children are so wise and so perceptive. And when you they're like little adults that just need supervision. And when you talk to them and encourage them and give them let them know what they say to you is so important. God has given me a gift to talk to children because I realize they are little adults in tiny little kid bodies. They're adults. After about the age of 5, honey, they know they who they is. They just need our help till they get older and get on their own. That's a fact. And it says in the Bible, and a child shall lead them. And a child shall lead them. I listen to children. And I always pray God's protection over children because they cannot defend themselves. You understand? So it is so important that we pray over our children. Pray over and have them pray. Have them pray as well. Amen, Jesus. Amen. I'm about to shout on that one. Remember, he said, he did, Grandma Gigi. He said, tell Grandma April. And I was about to. I was about to. Don't play with it, man. Don't play with my baby. And he meant that too, girl. He said, what's up? He's listening. Okay, hey, buddy. Hey, Aunt. How you doing, buddy? Have a good night tonight, darling. You and my sister. Take your time. Make sure it's what you like. Yes, that's what Patricia, that is exactly what I have a good real estate. It's a husband and wife team, and he takes us out. She does like the business work of it and keeps me motivated and keeps pushing me, which is good. And she's still patient at the same time. And he says, please, whatever you do, do not rush. I listen to these kind of things, Patricia. My sister said last week, she said, you'll know when you see the house. You'll know it's the house. You will absolutely know it. And like the houses we've looked at, there's some of them we like, but we don't know. We're like, when we leave, it's not. So I'm holding on to that. We will know when the right house comes along, we will know. Because there's always something that is not, because we specifically want certain things. We want fenced in. We want that. We want a little deck out on the back. You understand? And we've seen some wonderful places, but nothing nothing in the back. Like they don't even have cement back there. I'm like, oh, no. And you're out in the open air. I want a little fenced in patio deck. It doesn't even have to be a patio deck, like a big, it doesn't have to be just something where we can go out and have our coffee, where I could put an umbrella and a little table up like that. Yes, ma'am. But it's not, one thing, Patricia, I'm learning is it's not an easy thing. That's why I admired you. You did that thing. You did that thing as a single woman. You understand? And this is a husband and wife doing it. My daughter did the same thing you did. My daughter did hers like that. So I admire and respect people because once I've started, because I know it's not an easy process. You have to know you, and it's a big responsibility. And that's what had me dragging my feet because I felt comfortable in the apartment. I feel like because we're older, when those, now everything is on us once we get a house. Anything that breaks down, the roof, the heaters, the AC system, everything, sewage, plumbing, all that. Anything, electricity, anything go wrong, we have to be responsible. I felt like because we're in an apartment, they deal with that. But there is nothing like having your own, and I feel like, I absolutely know that me and John deserve to have a house in our last days on this earth. We deserve to have a house for ourselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. God will do it. Hey, Classy. Hi, darling. Don't settle. I'm not, nope. That's what I'm not going to do, Gwen. I almost got a little desperate there because I wanted to go, but nope, I had to stop, drop, and roll. Yes, most definitely, Patricia. And it doesn't even have to be a big, and we want the one floor. We don't want two floors. No, ma'am. We want the 3-bedroom, 2-bath, definitely 3, so that, my family, my daughter can come with my grandson, those kind of things. So, and like I said, I have the website. The real estate lady has the website that I go on there and look at the houses that are put on the market. We've looked at about 7, 8. I'm like slow on it. I'm not like, we're going this week to look at a couple. And me and John took hands and prayed about this thing. So like I said, I'm just trusting God in the process. Thank you, Patricia. Y'all pray for us. Thank you, Patricia. And like I said, watching you and your housing process really, really helped me. And like I said, I admired it because I know it's just not easy. It really isn't. It's not something you just say, oh, let's do this. It ain't. It don't work like that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no ham and no turkey. I'm doing good. Classy lady, guess what, girl? I still got my tree up. I can't take it down. I still got the tree. We going into St. Patty's Day and I still got the daggone tree up. I've been looking as well for my second. Yes. And it's taking, I see that. I was wondering about that, Patricia. I absolutely was. Y'all, let me go show y'all my tree that I still got up. This is a daggone shame. Hold on, y'all. I still got my tree. Okay, I'm going down the dark hall. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, let me put a... I still got my tree up. I gotta fix up, I gotta add some color to this because it looks too officey. I'm gonna put like in the middle, like right here, some red. I'm gonna get some red pillows for my couch. I'm gonna do red and then I'm gonna do some cream colors. And my plants are over here. Let me show y'all my plants. Hold on. They're growing nicely. This one is dying. I don't know what's wrong. But they're nice. Look at them. Yeah, classy lady. I might as well do the Easter. You right, honey. Show you right, girl. I'm going to go outside and take me a puff, and then I'm going to get off of here. Okay, ladies and gents. I don't think there's no gents on here except for my brother. My brother from, that's what I'm going to start calling you, Anthony. My brother from another mother. You know how they go. You know how that go. Because it's dark in my room, y'all. I told y'all my lighting, I don't have an overhead light. Now, I have one in the living room, but I don't have one. And my patio is a mess. It really is. It is a mess. Let me fix this. And you know, John bought me a tulip, right? Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all the tulip. It never did. Look at it. It never did bloom. Yeah, I'm gonna do Easter. Yes, Patricia, I'm going to do purple. I'm going to do purple. We live on the second floor, as you can see. There go my car right there. But it's time to go. It really is. And yeah, I do. I just don't want to take the tree down. I turn the light on every night. I love it. What the house hunting is taking time. We got some houses to look at this week. Also, we had to get some paperwork and stuff. It's cute to look at. I see why you still yeah, classy lady. I love it. I swear. You right, Grandma Gigi. No, I ain't stressing about these folk. How that man say on that movie, he said, they don't scare me none. Honey, they better go to God. Wanna mess with me. Leave me alone. Look at my little tree. I cannot believe I still got that thing up, y'all. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, look how pink it is in my room. Y'all go check out my shorts. I'm getting ready to upload them to YouTube. I got 2 of them that I did. They're like, they are what they are. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can still read some stuff. Alrighty. Don't fall, phone. About to fall. I thank you guys for coming and talking with me. I really do. I appreciate you guys so much. Miss April's going to try to get in the algorithm, back in the algorithm. Not try, but I got to start coming live more. I have to set my mind to it. Pick my specific time. Because you notice how I'm coming later because I'm doing so much stuff during the day. So I'm going to, like tomorrow, especially because it's the first. And usually what I do is what I had been doing was I would come like the last week, I would come like a little bit more so I could, but I'm doing good as far as meeting my quota, y'all. This month was a very low month, but it's okay. It is honestly, and I know y'all say, "She, why she talk about it then?" Cause that's we talk about it. The content creators know what I'm saying. You understand? And like I said, it's a YouTube thing. Like I went over to Chris Flash. Chris comes over. It's about support. That's why I loved Candace's live yesterday. It was so good, y'all. If you didn't check that live out, please go check Candace's live out. It was very good. And like Chris Flash, he's a small channel like me, real small. He gets on there and does it, plays, does his games and stuff. But he supports me, and I told him I will always support you because when I had first came out, um, I had met him through Feast with Cornice, y'all, and she had promoted him, not promoted him, but like was supporting him. So I went over there to him, and then he was started supporting me, like he was sharing my lives and stuff. So I said, I'm going to support this young man. He calls me his cyber mom, and now he's comes on late. He came on the other night, and I went over there and I sent him a super chat thingy, and I keep my badge because because I know he needs the support, and because I know what YouTube is about, what it entails, and I know you have to meet that quota. You have to meet that $100 mark every month. If we don't have $100 monetization on our thing, on our to give us, I guess on the 21st, like when people be talking about all the big money they get, Miss April, like I could see me if I was used to getting that, guys. I would be very probably bothered if I didn't get it. So I almost understand why a lot of those content creators be putting all those super chats. And I just be happy to make my little 100, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. And if I make anything over that, I'm like, this is a win. But there are some people that they used to getting them big bucks. So they got to keep up, and they don't care what nobody say. I can guarantee you that they don't care who talking about them. This, because some of them have really made this their livelihood. But I am one to tell you, if you ain't one of them big content creators that is doing good content, and you just on here with the back and forth, you got to work too daggone hard for that. To me, that's just too much. And then sometimes you take it so to the extreme. It's almost I look at it almost like selling your soul to the devil, you know. And it just ain't that serious. You don't do it. Don't Miss April will not do that ever, you know. When I first started, I was kind of trying to gear to go that way because I was like, maybe I need to spruce it up a little bit. And then every time I did, God would knock me back down and tell me to stop. I ended up apologizing to people. I said, oh, no, 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 no. I said, hey, Candace. Girl, that live, that's a good one, boo. I told him, I said, she don't say much and she don't come often, but when she do, use a bad girl, use a real one. Coming from Miss April, you are a real one. They don't get no more realer than that. God bless your mama and your daddy for making a sister like you. I promise you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really thoroughly enjoyed that live yesterday. You brought so much wisdom, so much insight, so much articulation. You were saying some things. I was like, God dang, that's right. Wait, what? Say that again? Let me go back and hear that one again. You said some things that need to be written down and repeated verbatim. Gwen, I'm almost done. Let me take my last sip. There y'all go. haven't had one of these in years. My husband told me to get one today, y'all. Because I told him, I said, baby, I'm tired. I'm tired today. He said, get you a Red Bull. I said, you really? So I bought me one and I bought him one. Okay, catch up on your comments. Let me catch up. Yes, Patricia, wait. Okay. I love you, Gigi. You know you got to help me. Easter is in April. You can still do it. Don't take it down. Thank y'all for loving my tree. Thank you. I've been looking. Okay, I caught that. Let me see. It's the feet for me. You see them feet on that plant? I mean, I've had that for like 4 years. I bought it when we first moved here. I'm going to polish the toenails and spruce it up for the summer. Let me see. It's the feet for me. That's too cute. Hi, Candace. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, how you say it? Sash. Hi, baby. With the big smiley face. You are always so supportive of me, and you say such beautiful things. I love you. Thank you for stopping by, my beautiful. 8952. I can't say your name right though. Sorry, April, I'm driving. I'll replay. Okay, boo. Okay, my Sharon. Read Patricia's comment. Where is Patricia's comment? Easter in April. Let me scroll back up. Don't take it down yet. Decorated for Easter. I've been looking as well for my sick. I saw that. Okay. Did I read it, Grandma Gigi? Oh, you said no, not polish the toenails. I mean the feet on the thing, on my plant holder. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna polish them, girl. Yeah, I do feel a little spruced up. I might do a couple more shorts. I'm gonna go give Johnny a big old slobbery kiss. I'm like, come here, baby. You gave your wife some energy. No, I'm teasing. Okay, let me see. Did I read it, Grandma? Thank you again, Candace. Thank you, darling. Yes, it was caught my eyes. Yes. Patricia, I thought I was seeing things. What are y'all talking about? The little plant holder? I am, Grandma. There's 2 of them. I'm getting ready to upload to YouTube. They're on my TikTok, but I'm going to upload them to YouTube. And they're okay. I just saw them and I said, let me do them. Because I can relate to them, like the one I can really relate to. You ever order Uber Eats and they get lost, they can't find your house, and they call you and they tell you they can't find it, and you starving, and you waiting for them to pull up with your food? That's okay. I'm getting ready to post that one on YouTube. You'll relate to it if you know, you know. Me too, Grandma Gigi. Candace, thank you for the support. Patricia, I thought I was seeing things. Yeah, you see the feet on that thing, girl. I love that. I got it from Walmart about 5 years ago. It's weather beaten. So I think I need to spruce it up. I think I'm going to paint the toenails pink and then put a pink flower in there. It's going to be so cute. No, yeah, you saw the feet on that thing. Sandals. It got little flip-flops on. She said, not polish. Yes, I'm going to polish them toenails. Show is. I got to spruce it up. Okay, guys, I've been on 1 hour and 13 minutes. I enjoyed you guys thoroughly. Every time I come live, I get a boost of encouragement. That's why I love y'all so much. I thank you so much. Every time I come, I get something good. And God knows, what we have need of before we even ask. And I just want to thank you. Grandma Gigi, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Patricia, I am so happy to see you, baby. You just brighten my day coming in the live today. Carlos with Candace, good live. Anybody that didn't see that live yesterday, please go check it out. It's a good one. It's always a good one, but that's a good one. It gave me a lot, a whole lot. All right, guys, I got to charge up my ring lights. I got to jump in the shower. I got to talk to my baby boy tonight, Grandma Gigi. Every night we talk. He blows me kisses. He comes up and kisses the camera. Oh my God. He smiles. He does little gestures with his grandma. That's my highlight of my night. Me and John already ate. We ate early because we had to go out and take care of business. Take me a shower and I'm going to watch me some movies. You guys do the same. You relax and enjoy your night. This is the day that the Lord hath made, guys, and we will rejoice and we will be glad in it. Trouble don't last always. If you are in some kind of a situation in your life right now today, trust God to walk you through it. Keep walking through it. Don't get bitter, get better. Always reach out for prayer. There is somebody that God will have that will pray for you and uplift you and encourage you. There is nothing like God's encouragement. I promise you that. Nothing like it. I don't care what kind of a day you're having. If you look to the hills from whence cometh your help, you will be helped. God will be there for you. Just trust him. Okay? And I mean that. Speaking from my own personal experience. Glory to God. Candace, I will send you that link this Wednesday. That's my word. I love y'all. Have a good night. Love you all. And I mean that. Love you, Grandma Gigi. Thank you for Classy Lady. Love you, boo. Have a good night, guys.